Well, my story at Northwest Christian started back in the fall of 1988, and I had the privilege of attending Northwest Christian for 1 year. And I had some great mentors, Jim Orr and Lou Button. Jim Orr was one of my coaches, and sports played a huge part for me in just developing character, building friendships, and finding out about myself.
When I was in high school, I was able to compete in both track and cross country and finish. The highest finish I had at a state meet was second place, which taught me some things too. Not winning is sometimes a useful lesson as well. So I felt like my coaches and my teachers at Northwest encouraged me to reach my potential and to work hard and to try new things.
Well, in 1989, we had the privilege of winning the State B basketball championship, and it was a tremendous blessing, and it was so exciting for the school. It was a great time, and beyond the championship and the winning and all that went with that, there were great lessons to be learned at that time, and I just remember thinking about sitting in the locker room and with my teammates and after the games, holding hands and just praying, whether we win or lose, whatever, we're going to do this to the glory of the Lord, and to try to offer that up as a sacrifice of praise, as an offering of worship, and that was a great experience and something that I've tried to even incorporate as I coach and teach and principal here at Northwest Christian today.
I believe that the athletic experience at Northwest Christian assists in transforming hearts, the mission of Northwest Christian, because coaches have a unique opportunity to speak into their kids' lives. You're involved in training and competing and preparing, and oftentimes kids are pushed to a limit that they're not used to. They may be experiencing feelings they've never had. They have to learn how to get along with people that they might not have initially chosen to hang out with. And so it gives us an extra opportunity to speak the truth into their lives and to encourage them in ways that they need to go with the Lord.
During the wrestling season, you go out on the mat and there's no one else with you. It's you and the other guy. And a lot of the times you don't end up winning. And it's a really humbling experience. You have to get off the mat after a loss, you have to shake the other guy's hand, and you have to walk off humbly without making a scene. A lot of the times it can be tough. And a lot of the times I've struggled, I've been angry, but my coach was always there for me. He's like a second dad to me, honestly. And if he wasn't there, I probably wouldn't have made the Christ-like choices and have been a light and given grace to the victor when I lost.
My coach Talara all last year for basketball would talk to me one-on-one, whether it was at practice or after practice or during timeout of a game, just really encouraging me to just be that person that the younger classmen look up to, and that's something that I'll always remember even past sports, is that there's people looking up to me.
What I want from my players is just an openness to the Lord, teachability and humility, transparency. As we win, as we lose, as we practice, as we work together, as young men, if we can grow together, if we can be transparent, if we can share our journey with one another, that's the greater good. That's the greater part that I really want to see. The character comes, but to draw near to Christ, to draw near to each other, that's a wonderful thing, and that's those are some of the reasons that I just love to coach basketball, love to work with these young men.
And on Wednesdays before school, my cross-country coach takes a couple of us at the service station. We have a Bible study, and it really helped me grow and mature, and it helped me get into my Word more, read the Bible, and see how Jesus can work in my life.
You know, dealing with victories, dealing with failures, dealing with success in athletics is a really important life lesson. When we win, we sit after the game and we try to pray and give glory to the Lord. keep things in perspective. And one of the things that I really try to work on as a coach is, let's celebrate a little bit, but let's continue. Okay, in a game, just because the scoreboard said we won doesn't necessarily mean that we performed to our best or that we displayed the character we need to. And so we continue to go back and encourage the young men, but also give them continued goals, short-term goals. Okay, here's what we can do better. Here's how we can continue to grow, and then get their input, self-reflect. How did we do? And then when we lose, it's the same. You know, we have joy whether we win or whether we lose. Our joy comes from the Lord. Our strength comes from the Lord, not from the circumstances. And athletics puts us in that place in life that we have to really wrestle with that, because it feels bad when we lose. But in the end, in the greater scheme of life, God uses everything to help us and to train us and to mold us. And athletics provides that opportunity for us to have both success and failures.
Another way that we can speak into their lives, specifically as Christian coaches, is in the area of striving for excellence. The Bible tells us to run the race to win. And we do want to run our races to win, but we also want to be more Christ-like in what we do. And so we try in our coaching to encourage that in the kids. It's more than just winning the race, but it's also winning as Christ would win and having good sportsmanship.